Well, hello! What's up, everybody? It's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming, and we're back with LEGO The Incredibles Urbem Heights Free Roam! No trophy achievements found in this video, but we do find some collectibles and also unlock a couple of characters and abilities that are going to be needed for our free play. So, let's go ahead and keep on keeping on. Keep in mind, we do have those quick links down below in the video description. And, yeah, as we spin around here, we're at Urbem Heights, or New Urbem Heights there. And we've used the quick travel, or the fast travel, to go ahead and land right in the middle here. And as per usual, we're going to do the area district specific challenge here, which happens to be called Heightened Senses, and it requires us to find 5 UFOs scattered throughout this particular area. So I went ahead and flew over to the northeast corner with Syndrome, where we found the first UFO floating around. Takes a couple of pew-pews from old Syndrome's, I don't know what, he doesn't really have a gun or a finger cannon or anything. I'm not sure where those come from, but takes a few of those. Now this next one's a little trickier. We got to go just a little bit west and south a block or so. And there you can see on the map right above that Incredibrick. But it's actually on the side of this really tall brick building. And unfortunately, I can't do any aerial attacks, as you can see. And I'm having a heck of a time landing on that as I tried to, but it bucked me off. So let's see here. I'll go ahead and get to the top of the building here and get on the edge and look down below. And that's right. Get my pew-pew. Oh, and that's right. It only takes 2. It only takes 2. So target both of them. And all right, speaking of 2, we've got 2 of the 5 of the Heightened Senses UFOs dealt with. This next one is actually pretty much just south of where we just last were, and it's going to be on the back side of a building inside the fenced area here. You can see it's spinning around. I got kind of a funny angle here with the street light, but there we go. And down she goes. Next up is actually just right across the street and over to the, well, west. Oh, no, psych. It's the east. And we run into an ambient crime here, which I highly recommend. When you run into those red dots on your compass, paying attention to those, as you will not have to farm them later. We actually complete one, and this one I do believe. Yeah, so we got 4 of the 5 down. This guy's on top of like a bank-like building, and the last one is under the bridge, way over in the corner. Now, I thought about getting my Red Hot Chili Peppers on and singing Under the Bridge, but I figure I'll save you the hassle. And meanwhile, I'll go ahead and direct you to our Instagram account. It's been a while since we've talked about that, but we actually have all sorts of action going on over there, at least contest or giveaway info. And we got that 5th UFO down, which is actually going to reward us with a character token. That's actually pretty sweet. Nomanisan Island Guard Casual. Apparently we've got, I don't know what the other one is, but it's not casual. Next up, though, we got gold brick number 2. Now, keep in mind, we did get a gold brick for completing that challenge, as well as get that character token for the Nomanisan Island Guard. This one was a little bit trickier. It has a gold wall here that needs to be melted off, or a gold panel anyhow, and we're going to drop into the water and switch to a character with that heat ray. Now, we just recently unlocked Mr. Wally, so he's got a heat ray, but we also have a couple of other characters that should be available if you haven't been following along per se with the free roam. So go ahead and melt it down, and look at that, the gold brick looks like it knows how to swim. So we'll go ahead and hop over there, grab it before flying on out of here. And it looks like next up, we've got ourselves an Incredibrick. This one was probably grabbed by you as you made your way to that last UFO, but maybe not. Ooh, there's a bluesy. Got to get them all, got to get them all. We'll go ahead and fly all the way to the top of the bridge, as that is where it is. Look at that, it's on the, well, the right-hand side, or I guess the west side of things. And, of course, we got some more studdage. Can't forget to swoop those up. Now, we're just going to kind of go around in a non-specific order. It's kind of a counterclockwise. And, ooh, a lot of these are really simple. And, you know, if you find yourself feeling that these are too easy, welcome to the club. There's definitely a lot of these are just out in the open. I would say only 2 items per area are relatively challenging. Most of them are just kind of out in the open and like, hey, look at me. Like, this one takes me a second to find. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? But it's just right out in the open. It's just inside this fenced area under the bridge there. So we'll go ahead and hop inside there and swoop it up. Now, keep in mind, we are also working towards another challenge called the Incredible Builder. And that's actually requires you to get 100 of those Incredibricks, which, you know, you probably don't need all of the bricks scattered throughout the world. However, you need at least 100, because there is a trophy achievement attached to that, I do believe. Hey, and we've got ourselves a race. You know how these work. We're going to go ahead and pull out Dash, as he is the fastest. This one's actually kind of fun. We get to go swooping all over town, up and down, all around. Whoa, I almost missed that guy. But, yeah, the running's a little squirrely with Dash, but he's definitely the fastest, and, you know, you're not going to be able to complete these races, not very easily anyways, without him. Now, there's probably another character or two that also has a little bit faster feet than usual, but, I even thought about trying a CHAR. A CHAR may make it easy, as a lot of these are just, you know, hard turns and on the main roads. But some of these actually have some boingers where we get launched from, you know, one ring to another. But that's not this one, though. That's a coming up race. And this one's getting a little squirrely. Oh, are we going to make it? Spoiler alert. Guess what? We totally make it. These races have been pretty forgiving compared to some of the earlier races in, like, let's say, Lego Marvel. Boy, those races, those aerial races were the worst. I don't know if I can think of another game that had worse races. There have been some Lego blunders like the BB-8 mini puzzles in the Star Wars The Force Awakens, but I mean, boy, nothing quite like those races in Lego Marvel superheroes. All right, next up, we got another race. This one's 30 seconds. Oh, this one was a pain in the tuchus. I actually had to, yep, you can see it right there. There was a little bit of an edit there. I made a mistake. What happened is I actually missed the jump, the rooftop jump towards the end there. It's pretty dramatic, and I made it all the way through all of this. This was no problem. Remember I was talking about boingers? Here we go. We get boinged over here, boinged over there. Then we get up on the roof. We make one jump and get boinged again. Look at this. Oh, there's an ambient crime happening there, but I would recommend skipping that for now. Here's where I missed the jump. You got to get really close to this next edge and get lucky. Make sure you're pushing ahead, otherwise you'll drop and plummet to your doom, which is what happened to me, and I had to replay this race, so bummer deal. But I got it on my second try, so woo to the who. And yes, we'll go ahead and continue. Thank you very much. All right, moving back to our aerial character. You know, Syndrome is not necessarily my favorite character. I know a couple of you have asked that. I really select him because he is my go-to flying character. He also has the pew-pew ability, so I can knock things out if I need to. But all in all, you know, it's really just a matter of he flies. You know, I'm sure I've got other characters that fly too, but he just stuck out as one of the first ones I got. And look at this. Remember I was talking about that ambient crime? Well, it was waiting for us. We took him out. We've got 6 of the 10 for that one, so that's moving right along. And all right, Caught in the Act, I do believe, is the one that we're going to get. I think it's on this one right here. I could be wrong. Sometimes I get these mixed up. Oh, here we go. We're going to find out right now. How many do we have of this guy? Boom! Look at that. Da, 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 da. Ambient Crime, Caught in the Act, complete. We get a bonus gold brick and a bank robber character token. Now, depending on if you've been doing these ambient crimes, the single red dots on your compass where you run down a purse or money snatcher and then return the money to the, you know, the citizen in peril. And that's actually what we've done. So we've completed 10 of those. And, you know, likely if you've been following along free roam to free roam, you've probably got those too. Maybe you've already got it. Either way, it's all good. You'll get it soon enough, I promise. But we didn't want to attach that specifically to the gold bricks in this video, so that's why we labeled it as a bonus. But, all right, now this one was kind of difficult. Now, if you've been following along, you might remember the crate floating in the water out in the financial district, I believe it was. And that actually had one of these pressure-sensitive switch points where you have to stand on that and then hurry and fly to the gold brick before the timer runs out. Now, this one was a heck of a lot easier. It just seemed way quicker, like half the distance as the last one was. And it took me forever to find that whole thing on the last one. So I knew what I was looking for this time, which helped speed up the process. But all right, moving right along, we got that gold brick for just simply standing on that switch and then getting there in time. Next up, just a little to the side of it there, is going to be the next Incredibrick. It's actually to the north of it. And then we got a pair of gold bricks. We got one inside, or kind of below the bridge and above the building there. And then we've also got another one on the outside, which is actually going to require a little bit of help from us. So As it turns out, we need to smash this device on the wall here, and then we need some... That was weird. I hit the wall, and the machine to my right blows up. That was a little wonkadoo, but all right. We can tell here we need somebody with, like, the psionic sphere action, and we know that Violet is going to be able to help us with that. And as it looks right now, it looks like she's the only character we have, and she may be the only one by the time the game is complete that has this. I'm not sure. You know, I'm still learning, just like you guys, as far as what character abilities are still out there. Because we got most of them already, but, you know, if there's duplicates, you know, repeating that, I don't know. Once you get that psionic spear on there, go ahead and complete das meter. And last but not least, go ahead and collect that gold brick. So, yeah, we've got an Incredibrick just to the east of us now, so we'll target that guy. And, ooh, this one is tucked around in between these buildings. Look at that. It's right up against the wall. It's hard to see. However, it's got those floating Incredible logos, so kind of helps give it away. And moving right along, we got another one right along the edge here. Now, this one's tucked in. We were actually here already for the UFO at the beginning of our video. That one's hiding inside what looks like a bee box or something, but I didn't even have to smash to get it. I just went ahead and walked right up, and it said, here you go. All right, moving along, we've got another one. This one's under the bridge. Again, lots of those tucked in, kind of hiding from us. And this one's in a phone booth. Uh-oh. Hopefully it's not a super Incredibrick. It's going to change and fight crime with us. I don't know. Dumb joke. All right, my bad. It was a Superman reference, right? I mean, phone booth. I don't know if that's what they were going for there or not, but that's what I thought of. Now, we got another gold brick just out in the open, hiding behind this building here. And now keep in mind, too, there are some other items scattered throughout. Like right here, there's this broken down car. It needs our attention. That's actually part of one of the kind of global challenges instead of the district specific, like the one we did here for Heightened Senses with the old UFOs. But we're going to come back and do those in separate videos at some point. Probably right after the free roam, but we'll wait and see. We've got a couple. We were halfway. This actually puts us halfway through the free roam videos, and we're trying to get things out there as quickly as possible. But we got a lot going on here, and I know I keep talking about you know, I'm going to put a game breakout or some sort of a notification video, but I just really haven't had time. I know that's a terrible thing, but it's real life is just taking over. I got some family stuff going on, and just keeps getting you know, bigger and bigger. It's not all for the bad, but you know. It's definitely been time-consuming, to say the least. So, all right, we got another ambient crime here. As you might remember, we actually completed the Caught in the Act challenge, which is running down the single purse or money snatcher and then returning the money. But I was curious to see what happens now that we've completed that. Does it just give us studs, or does it do anything for us? And as it turns out, it doesn't really appear to do a whole lot. Now, we obviously get a couple of bluesies and a purple twosie when we actually knock the robber down. However, it doesn't really get much better than that. But, hey, we do have a 10x stud multiplier now, as well as the attract studs red brick, too. So that kind of made things a little easier. Speaking of easier, we could have used Elastigirl to get that, but flying up with Syndrome just seemed a little bit on the quicker side. And all right, over here in the far corner of the building, look at that, I dropped right. It always seems to be one Incredibrick that I'm heading for, and I just kind of free fall out of the sky and then land right on it. And I don't mean to do that, but it's kind of cool how that works out. All right, speaking of working out, we've got ourselves a family build that happens to be a Pixar build. This one is going to be for A Bug's Life. That actually happens to be one of the Pixar movies I am familiar with. And it's been a long time, but that was actually my young one, Reese's, favorite movie when he was like, I don't know, 4, something like that. And we watched a lot of that, so it was pretty cool getting to see a Lego Flik version. And of course, we've got Casey Jr.'s cookies here, which is the flea circus rolling around. Remember that? That was pretty awesome. So, all right, I guess I already spoiled who was being unlocked here, but we already saw that. I guess we already knew that, right? Everybody knows most of the characters that are available here. Anyways, Flik is now available, and he actually, believe it or not, has the digging ability, and there just so happens to be a couple of dig spots locally here. So collect your gold brick, run around, get your bluesies and then purple twosies, and when you're all ready to move on to the next thing, we've got a red brick for you, which happens to be the pickup detector. That's kind of, I'm not exactly sure what this one does. Now, Tyler P. was telling me that there is a red brick that really helps you find the challenges scattered throughout. I don't know if that's what this one is. Well, and I only say that because if you look at the icon that's on the red brick, I don't know. You let me know down below. I'm sure I could go and read our trophy achievement guide that Tyler put together, but that would be too easy. I'd rather you guys interact with me and tell me. All right, we've got the backside of the flea circus open. We went ahead and spun around, and it's a pickup detector. I'm a pickup. It looks like some sort of like a GPS walkie radar or something or rather. Anyhow. Maybe that's like a police scanner, and we can hear like the different crimes happening, and maybe that's helping us determine where they are. I'm not sure. Speaking of where they are, look at this. This is a tight fit. We're stuck between two tall buildings here. Hopefully, okay, we got out. Next up, we got ourselves a gold brick, and guess what? This is actually looking to be the last collectible for this particular free roam area, which is pretty sweet. Means we can move on to the next one, huh? Yeah, look at that. It's just hanging out in the backside, wedged in another corner here. Lots of collectibles hiding in corners, but peekaboo, we found you. All right, enough of my corny jokes. We actually are going to take a quick peek at the map. Look at that. 14, 14, 11, 11, 22, 11. Got all those, including the crime wave, which we actually did in a separate video. But, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for LEGO The Incredibles Urbem Heights Free Roam. If you haven't already, check us out on social media. We also have a trophy achievement guide at HappyThumbsGaming.com and other guides as well. Check those out. As for me, though, that's going to do it for now. As always, until next time, see ya!